Assalamualaikum. I am Muhammad Rais Ibrahim, and this is the continuation topic of Bea Antoinette Guzon. The two essential factors that always apply. Number one, what products can be grown in the locality and what continuous rate. Kailangan muna natin tignan yung condition ng pagtataniman natin. Kailangan natin tignan yung climate ba doon is stable or unstable para pagtaniman. At saka yung quality ng lupa doon and yung water availability sa place na yon. For example, ang gusto mong itanim is palay. Kailangan mong tignan doon kung maganda yung quality ng lupa bago ka magtanim. At saka yung may sapat na tubig. Number two, to what use the products can be put to the best advantage. Iintindi natin kung paano maging useful yung mga pananim natin. Kung kailangan ba ito ibenta or ipakain na lang sa pamilya. Or it depends kung paano maging best advantage sa iyo yun. For example, kang pananim mo is rice crop. Pwede mo ito siyang ibenta or pwedeng ipakain na lang doon ibenta para pangkain sa mga animals. It depends na rin sa'yo. The choice lies between the three meanings. Number one, production of particular kind of products for a particular customers. Ang target dito is yung want ng customer, kung ano ba yung gusto nila. For example, is yung business mo is bakery. Kadalasan na customers mo is want ng pandesal. Pwede rin silang magpa-customize ng cake. Depende rin sa gusto nila. Number two, attainment of the most desirable financial results respective of any particular type of product. Ang focus dito is yung profit or kung paano magparami ng pera. Pwede silang mag-shift ng another products depende kung ano ang profitable sa kanila. Number three, production of the greatest quantity of products irrespective of the degree of financial gain. Ang focus dito is sa pagparami ng paggawa ng product. Kahit hindi sila nakakabenta ng marami. For example, sa bakery, nagawa sila ng maraming klaseng type of breads kahit konti lang yung mabenta nila. A community which granted a forest concession might decide that it was essential to grow firewood because other forms of fuel would be unattainable future, whereas a pulp and paper company might decide that its interests were best served by growing only those species and sizes most suitable for its processing plants. To do so might result in less profit from its forest but more profits from its paper projects. It is primary activity so that combined profits is enhanced. Ito na yung two different goals sa paggamit ng forest. Sa community perspective, nakafocus lang sila sa firewood. Sila yung naninirahan sa forest, prior lang nila ang firewood dahil inisip nila yung future. Kahit wala silang gas or electricity, meron naman silang firewood. Ang main concern lang nila is energy security para sa mga kasama nilang naninirahan doon. Sa company perspective naman, nakafocus lang sila sa pulp and paper. Focus sila sa pagtanim ng specific tree species and sizes na para sa paggawa ng paper nila. Ang main business nila is paper. Lumalaki yung total profits nila dahil nakafocus lang sila sa paper tree. Different forest user make different choices based on their need. Yun ba? Different licenses or permittees may ascribe different meanings to the most desirable financial results. What is the most desirable type of gain? Some licenses may want the highest net or even the highest gross income irrespective of the capital employed. Others may demand the highest financial yield, namely the highest rate of net income of the investment. Ito na yung mga tao or organization na may licenses para gamitin yung lupa ng forest. May iba't ibang financial goals sila. Yung iba is want lang malaking net income or gross income kahit ilang pera pa ang nagastos nila para makuha lang. Ang iba naman ay want ng malaking financial yield which mean yung best is babalik sa kanila. dahil malaki yung na-invest nilang pera. So, may iba naman is masaya na sa minimum na bumalik sa kanila, which is hindi nila habol yung highest profits. Ang habol lang nila is yung stable lang na income. Depende yun sa tao.